Hi everyone, welcome back to Meet the Game with me and Betsy. So as has become tradition over the last few Meet the Game sessions, we thought it'd be fun to, while people are getting on, getting their computer screens pulled up and whatnot, if we did a couple of questions about us, and so you got to know us a little bit better. Yeah. We could just chat a little bit. So we decided to talk this week a little bit about hobbies that we either have currently or hobbies we would like to pursue if we had more time / resources to do that. So you want to go first?
Sure. So I think one of the hobbies I enjoy doing in my downtime is just putting puzzles together. I recently got a Wonder Woman puzzle, which I just love doing that. I like 1,000-piece puzzles because I think anything less, it just doesn't take me long enough. I like to work on something for several nights.
Yeah.
And I'm also a fan of like portrait puzzles. I like getting our family photos and doing puzzles with our family photos.
Yeah, that's
I think
really cool.
That just makes it more meaningful, working on a picture you love, I guess.
Yeah, so, you're looking at your little kiddos' faces.
Yeah, so. I've got one of my newborn sons, so yeah, it's really fun. Oops. Just kick the camera there.
So one thing that I did more of in the past, and partly don't do it because we rent now, we don't own our house. So, it's you don't want to invest quite as much time and money into a rental property, but I really enjoy landscaping, like gardening, but more like flowers and shrubs and those types of things versus vegetables and fruits. Like more decorative plants. So that's one thing that I would like to do more of in the future. And, find those plants that are hard to kill. And
what would be like the one or two of the first flowers you would plant?
My favorite plant is actually a succulent. It's called Sedum Angelina.
Okay.
And I discovered it a few years ago at our old house when I was looking for plants for our old house. And it's a succulent, but it's winter hardy. It turns like a bronze color in the winter.
Oh, wow.
And then it's like a really bright chartreuse green in the summer. And it's a pretty color. It's pretty all the time.
Oh, nice.
There aren't really any plants like that.
Yeah,
and it's drought resistant. And I don't always remember to care for my plants. Very well. Yeah. So I'm always looking for something that's drought resistant.
Nice.
And that's what and it creeps and crawls, so it spreads out. It's
cool.
really pretty.
Yeah.
I really like it.
That's really cool. Nice.
Okay, so in case you are new to our video, my name's Megan. I am the Vice President of Aesthetics at RPG, Restaurant, Pub, and Games. And Betsy?
Yeah, I'm Betsy. I am the VP of the board games at RPG. So I curated the list that we have, and I arranged it all on our shelves so that it's hopefully easy to find a game you might want to play when you come in to RPG. So
yeah, it's a really good system to be able to quickly narrow down what kind of game you want to play and where to find it. And I do mostly the building projects, just finished up a bunch of tables for the downstairs dining space, doing some, adding some new tables to the outdoor dining space. So always something changing and improving. So there's never a dull moment.
Yeah, we like to change and improve at RPG for sure.
So you'll notice that I'm hoarse today, and that's because my allergies are terrible. And this change in the weather from cold,
cold to now warm.
Deep freeze, cold to warm, and oh man, it just makes allergies terrible. Just terrible. Although I am enjoying the warmth, I can't complain about that.
Please stay. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Well, we're going to teach 2 games this week. I'm going to quickly show the games off. First one we'll be learning is Azul, Summer Pavilion, a very beautiful abstract strategy game. It's 2 to 4 players. And then the second one I will be teaching is Munchkin, but specifically the Critical Role themed Munchkin. If you've played Munchkin, it actually plays the same as regular Munchkin, although there's a D20 aspect that makes it a little bit more fun, I think. So it's just a variant that you could change when you play this. And the theme, of course, change.
And don't forget, if you want to order food, you can order delivery till 8, and carry out until 8:30, and we do our chicken sandwich special tonight, which is my favorite
Just
thing. $5
for our chicken sandwich.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah, it's locally
Don't miss out.
sourced chicken, so
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. I'm excited to learn this game.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. It's one that I've had my eye on to learn for a while, so this is a great opportunity.
I'm gonna just switch the camera so you all can see both us and our game. And actually, I am gonna flip this around. I didn't think about the track.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Right for you guys. Well, for ours it doesn't matter. Okay. It's just creating. It's a fun set collection type game. So we are going to be collecting these beautiful diamonds to build flowers for our summer pavilion. And as you can see on both of our boards, we have different colors all around. And then the middle one is kind of this deep blue color. And for this deep blue, you need to have one of each color, or you're working towards having one of each color. And it doesn't matter where they are in the middle one. It's just one of each.
Okay.
So and you'll get the most points at the end of the game if you completely fill a flower or two, or if you completely fill like all of the 5s or all of the 4s. Because I'll hold this board up here. I don't know if you could see, but in each diamond space for each color, there is a red that has a 1, there's a red that has a 2, there's a red that has a 3, and a red has 4, and a red that has a 5, and a red that has a 6. So all of these have 1 through 6, including the middle.
So you can do different combinations.
Yeah, and the way that that comes into play is that as you're each round, this game is played in 6 rounds. But each round there's 2 phases, and the first phase is basically collecting, and the second phase is placing on your board.
Okay.
So first you'll collect as much as you can in the colors you want, or as the colors are available for you to collect. Like for this first round, we can see there are quite a bit of blues and oranges, so we might be collecting a lot of those colors. For each round, there actually also is a wild color, and it changes. The first round, purple is the wild color.
Oh, okay.
So it also works in place of purple, but if you collect a purple, it'll help you build any of the other colors. Next round, the wild color will be green. So it changes each round.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. So basically, how you collect is on your turn, you can collect in one of 2 ways. You can either take all of the color you want. You can choose one color that you're going to collect. You take all of that color from one of these factory tiles. So if I wanted to collect blue, I would take all of the blue and I would put it to the side of my board until the second phase. Since I collected from this, I move the remainder that I can't take with me, I'm just taking all one color, to the middle.
Okay.
And then you would play, and you would do the same. Let's say you would want to go for, let's say you're just doing blue too, and then you'd move this to the middle. Now, if I didn't want anything out here and I wanted something from the middle, that is your other option.
Okay.
So you either collect from the factory or from the middle.
In the same way, you take all of that single color?
Yes, and the first player marker.
Okay.
So this is the first player marker, which if I would collect it, like let's say I wanted to choose and collect yellow along with first player marker. The first player marker would actually have, if you're the first one who takes from the middle, you actually have to move your point marker back however many tiles you collect. So there's a little bit of a penalty, but then the benefit is you get to go first next.
So you get the pick of the colors first.
Right. So then on your next turn, you could take anything from the middle without penalty. It's just the first time it's taken, because when you take the first player tile, if that makes sense. So yeah,
so that little token doesn't go back over there during this round.
Right.
You hang on to it.
Yes. So that's the 2 ways to collect, from factories or from the middle, until all of these are cleared off. And then after all that is cleared off, then we place it on the mat. And to place it on the mat, if I ended the turn with 3 blues, I could place on the 3 blue point. Now, I wouldn't stack all
Oh.
3 here. I would actually only need 1 to mark that place.
Okay.
And then the rest go into this little tower that just collects
so that
them.
number represents quantity.
That number represents quantity, yes.
Okay.
So yeah, keep that in mind. So you have to collect different quantities. If you surround columns or statues, like if in the end of round 1 I have, well, I won't have it at the end of the round 1. If at the end of round 2 or 3 I have surrounded this statue, then I get to pick 2 from this middle that I could just, as bonus, that I can have in my stash to help me put more around here.
So say, for instance, you collect 3 of the same color. Can you divide them up and put
You could.
1 in the 1 and then also 1 in the 2?
Yes.
You of those?
You
Okay.
could, yes. Yep.
Depending on what your strategy is.
So I think I've said enough for us to get started with the game and kind of show how it plays.
I'm excited to play this one. It looks fun.
Now that I've messed up all my factories, I want this to be random. So this comes with, I don't know, 240 some tiles, maybe 242 tiles or something like that, that you start the game with. So you just, to set up the game, I guess I didn't really talk about that, but the setup of this game is really quite quick. You just get a player board in front of each player, put 4 tiles in each factory, and this is typically in a circle, but then you're good to go.
Yeah, we can fit it. This is the way we can fit it on there so you guys can see what's going on.
Yes.
So how many players can play this game?
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Yes.
And how long do you think it would take to play all 6 rounds?
Probably 4. Well, for 2 players, you could probably play it in 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then a little bit longer.
Okay.
For
So it's a reasonably
players.
quick game.
Yeah.
Seems pretty simple so far.
Let's see. This says 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So yeah.
Great. So why don't you go first?
Okay.
So you can kind of demonstrate on another turn.
So I'm going to go for the most gain.
Right.
I'm going to take the 3 yellows here, and then this orange goes in the middle.
Okay.
That way I have 3 to work with at the end of the round.
So I'm just going to choose the other circle that has more than 1. That's this guy here. So I'll take these 2 purple.
Oh, and sorry, there's one other thing. Purple is wild this turn, so you need to remember that when collecting. And when there's a wild one on, like, if I wanted to collect green, if there's a wild one on the same factory, I get to collect the wild with it, but only 1. You must take 1, but you can only take 1.
Only take 1.
So if you wanted to take wild, you could just take 1.
Okay.
Or you can collect another color and then get 1 additional wild.
Gotcha.
As well.
So if you were me in this situation, would you collect the purple, magenta, whatever color that is, because there's 2 of those, or would you go for a different color with a wild?
I would go for a different color and then take that 1 because you only get 1 wild with it.
Okay. So I'll do the orange and then I'll take this wild and I just set those to the side.
Yep.
Okay.
And then these 2 go in the middle.
Yep.
So now there's a wild one in the middle.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with, I'm going to keep going with yellow, finish off this yellow, and then I get the wild one that goes with it. And I'll push these to the middle. Then it's your turn.
Okay, so since I'm working on the orange, I think it would be worth it for me to take the penalty for getting this player 1 token. So I get both oranges and then 1 of the wild purples.
So since you collected 4 tokens, then you go back 4. However, the first round you can't go below 0. So
you're golden. Lucky me.
You're golden. So it definitely was worth it that time.
Okay, great. Didn't even know.
Let's see. Yellow is next to, sometimes I like surrounding those statues. Yellow is next to green and blue, so that might be my next one I go for. I'm going to go for this blue and a wild one with it.
Okay. And I think I will do these 2 melon color. I think we should give them more interesting names.
More
melon color.
Red.
Yeah.
Melon.
kind of for the same reason, since this melon colored star
Yeah.
borders up on the orange,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
can surround the statue you were talking about.
Yep. Let's see. I'll keep going. Then with the blue, but then I get the wild color too.
Okie dokie. Let's see.
I also should say at the end of the round, if we can't place everything on the board, we have 4 that we can reserve to take with us to the next round.
Oh, so, that's nice.
Yeah.
So what would be a better strategy for me to try to collect a lot of the same color, or to diversify the colors I have?
I mean, both are good options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depends on the scenario.
Yeah. It kind of takes playing through this a game to get a real good strategy.
Yeah.
And people will have different preferences. So
yeah.
right now I'm going pretty heavy on the color, but as I go on, I'm probably going to diversify.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go with 2 green.
Okay.
Since I don't have any. There's 2 of those over there.
And I will go with the blue.
All right, so I got my orange anyways. Perfect.
Yeah.
So that ends a round?
That ends the first round, and since I'm the first player, I place first as well. So I should have been looking. So I have 3 blues, 3 wilds, and 4 yellows. So I am going to take this 4 yellow spots. So I put 1 of the yellows there. The rest go
in the little tower. That's a fun little tower.
Yep. And then, like you said, I could put 1 blue here, and with this,
and then you'd be on your way to.
And then I could put the 2 blue here, so
to blocking in that statue.
And the wilds, I couldn't say since I have 3 wilds, I can cover that, because you have to have at least 1 of that color.
Oh, okay.
So
you have to combine it with another color in order to utilize it.
So if I did want to place on 3 blue, I could take 2 wilds and 1 blue, but
gotcha.
I don't think I'm going to do that. Sometimes I look ahead to the next wild color and I would save those. Like, since you have 2 greens, you could save both of those greens for next round.
On the corners of my player's board.
What do I want to do? Even though I collected so many wilds, I don't know if they're really going to help me. Oh, and you get 1 point for. So I placed that one, so I get 1 point. I need it.
Do you add scores as you go?
Place points as you go.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 1 point for that. And then if you place right next to something else that you've already placed, you actually get 2 points.
Ooh.
And if I had placed here, I would get 1, 2, 3 points. You count.
Oh, so you start multiplying.
Yes. So I'm going to get 1 and then 2 and then 3, 4. It's 4 points. Then I have these 3 wild ones left. I guess I'll place it. I'm not going to use it as wild. I'll just place it here.
Just put it on the purple.
And I get 1 point for that. And so I've used all my tiles, which is just fine. I'm not saving any for next round.
So you got 5 points?
5 points. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to, let's see. I'll start with my orange. So what I have the most of. I've got 4 orange. 1. So I think I'll do, utilizing my wilds, I'll do the 2. So then I just chuck this in?
Yep.
Oop.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I missed.
So that's 1 point for you.
Okay. And then I'll use a wild to make the 3 to go there.
Yep.
So I'll just keep that guy right there.
So then you get 2 points. Oh, that's me.
Okay.
1, 2.
And then I've got 2 of this melon color, but I want to kind of create a little thing over here. So I'll bunch that with my wild.
Cool.
Keep that little one, and
so 1 additional
put this here. And then I think I will do as you recommended and hang on to these green ones for the next round.
Cool.
Since that's going to be, I'm glad you mentioned that. I wouldn't have thought of it.
Cool. So then, to set up the new round, you could place the first tile marker back in the center, but we know you're going to go first.
And you're going to put 4 more randoms?
4 random in each factory. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. And as you play with more players, you add like, if it's a 3-player game, you add 1 more factory because there's more in the battle.
So there's more tiles to choose from.
With 4 players, I think there's 9. Maybe you add 2 factories per each player. I think.
Yeah, because you would run out pretty quickly if you were. Ooh, they got a lot of yellows.
There we go. Yeah, a lot of yellows, and this is second round, so green is wild.
Green's wild,
and you go first.
I go first. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I am going to grab these 3. We're going to call these banana colored.
Banana, okay.
So, there's that. Got it.
Turn. Let's see. I definitely want banana, and you're taking a whole bunch. I want 3 bananas for this, to make
to make your little
So I'm going to
circle.
go for these 2 banana, and green is wild, so neither of these are wild. They go in the middle.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
All right. Let's see here. Turn that guy. Okay, I'm going to take these 2 melon color and the green wild and put this orange one in the middle.
Awesome.
I like this game. It's very tactile.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's fun to handle the little pieces because they are very satisfying to
clink together. Yeah.
So.
I'm going to take the banana and the wild token.
Ooh, we got quite a pile going in the middle.
And you probably want to, take too many because it is going to set us. Whoever takes from there is going to set us back. Might be worth it to go first next turn.
Yeah.
So it's kind of and at some point somebody is going to. I'm going to have to if you don't.
Yeah, if I don't. But I'm thinking I might because then I could get my 4 melon colored.
Yeah.
And have that filled in.
Mm-hmm.
See, or I need 1 orange.
That would only be -3. Which is
I'm actually gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna do the orange and melon because I remembered my strategy from earlier. Okay, so we'll throw these guys into the middle. So what color are you going to get?
Good question. What color am I going to get? Maybe what is the pinky purpley one called? Fuchsia or what?
Oh, I think that should be
color?
maybe berry. Like I'm going with
berry.
Food names.
Are you hungry? Did you have dinner?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Fruit names.
So I'm going to go with the berry.
Okay.
Which is -4.
It could make up for itself.
Maybe, hopefully. Okay, your turn.
All right, so I'm going to get the melon color.
I'll take the orange.
And I guess I'm getting a couple of blues.
Blueberries.
Blueberry. Yep.
I don't know.
Perfect. Orange is also an orange, so that works.
Yeah.
So are we in our placement?
Yes, you place
stage?
first. And don't forget these 2 greens.
Oh, yes, thank you. The first thing I want to do is plug this orange here. So that gives me 2 points, right? Does it?
3.
Oh, because that's right. They're touching.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to do these 4 melon colors. And I'll put those there and toss those guys down the shaft. 2
points for that. 1, 2.
Okay.
Oh, and then you immediately collect this.
All right.
So that one gives you 2 of this. Any 2
of
colors.
That. Okay.
So,
ooh.
Yeah, then it becomes fun. And more strategy. If you're a person who likes games that like reward you frequently, I feel like
this is a good one.
I feel like this is a good game for that. Because you're like, ooh, I get this bonus and this bonus and this bonus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so while I'm thinking about how to utilize that, I'm going to do 2, 3. I'll do 1 green here.
Okay. 1 point.
And then the 2.
Okay. The yellow 2. Right. Oh no, the green 2. Gotcha.
Oh wait, I used the
you used a
I
yellow.
used the wrong wild.
Oh yes. Green is wild.
Yes, I meant to be doing this on the yellow. Okay. So 1 there.
Okay.
And then for 2. And then throw my
Gotcha.
green down the
Okay.
shaft.
So then 2 points for the second one.
And then 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Yep. So then 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Okie dokie. And then I gotta see what's next, just like that orangey color.
I gave you too much strategy. You're gonna win this game now. I told you all the strategy secrets.
1, 2. I get 2 from the middle, right? You said from that for my.
If you
statue.
surround this, yes, you get 2. If you
surround, I surrounded this one. I haven't picked.
Oh, right.
I need to do that probably.
And if you surround the column, you get 1. If you get, if you surround this key, what symbol would you say it is?
Maybe like a scroll with a hat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you have these 2 covered, then you get 3.
Oh,
tiles.
Okay.
Because it is hard to get.
Yeah, the 5 and the 6.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna get 2 wild.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I can do.
You can use them immediately. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So for the blue, I'll do. Let's see here. 2. So there's 1 blue here and 1 green down the shaft.
Okay.
And then the
1
3.
point.
So blue there. Boom.
And 2 points. Wow.
Okay.
You're good. You're smoking me. Okay, so what can I do? I haven't been thinking. So I can do 3 yellow to get the same
you guys
bonus.
are liking this game. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. So 2 points for placing that yellow one. 2. I'm not gonna have that next to the microphone and like placing.
Yeah.
So then I've surrounded this statue. So I get to choose. Oh, I am supposed to replenish that.
Yeah, I can hold on to
Thank you.
the chute. Is this supposed to be like a Tower of London or something?
A tower, yeah.
Some kind of tower.
Some kind of tower. Okay, so I will get to select 2 randomly, or not randomly, of my choosing. So let me think what else. Wild is green. I can do. Well. I'm diversifying now. I can't do amazing things that you did.
Diversify your portfolio.
So I'm gonna do 2 of these berry, right?
Yep.
For this one, which gives me 2 points. And I'm gonna put my 1 here.
I like your point sound. Choo-choo.
Then I get 3.
The little point train is moving on.
I still have to select these. Shoot, I forgot about that. So wild is green.
Yep.
Yes, which would give me 4 orange.
Yeah.
So I could put it there.
And then you have 3 out of the 4 spaces filled for the statue.
For the next one, yeah. So then that's just 1 point for that one. And that's, all my tiles.
All right. Awesome.
So
move this over here so we don't block the speaker.
End of round 2. Let's play one more round.
Okay.
This is a fun game.
Now that we're kind of getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
You said Munchkin's pretty easy. Pretty quick to learn.
Yeah. And I like this game better than Munchkin because I am competitive, and the other game, it's easier to be competitive, but it's also more of a cutthroat competitive.
Oh, gotcha.
And I don't like that kind of competitive.
That's why we're good together, because I'm not super competitive about board games.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely areas in life that I'm competitive,
Mm-hmm.
but not so much about
games. That too. Okay, so I had the first town marker, right? Yes, I did.
Yes,
so I got the penalty for that. And now orange is wild.
Ooh, we got lots of oranges in the center.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so
I'm
gonna go for orange. I mean,
you should.
There's only 2 oranges out here. That's
Yeah.
not so great. Let's see. And there's a lot of single colors. Some rounds are just like that.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'm gonna take from this one and take. I'm technically taking green, but since wild is orange, I'll go get that one too.
Okay. I think I will get. I'm going to get these 2 melon color. Put these guys in the center.
Okay. I'm going to take green again. But hey, there's an orange, a wild orange next to it. Maybe I don't
Wild oranges.
Maybe I don't. Wild oranges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't diversify so much after all. I don't know. Just depends.
And I think I will grab this melon color and the, nope, it's not. I keep thinking it's green. It's not green anymore.
Oh yeah, orange is wild. There's no more wild out there.
Okay, I'm going to take the first player token before
Okay.
it gets too crazy.
Yeah, before there's too many.
Yeah, so I'll grab that and then I'll get these berry colored ones.
So you only go down 3 points. Choo choo choo.
So
see that's choo choo choo.
Yeah, it's like she's going backwards.
Yeah,
yeah, perfect. Like very distinct sounds.
Sorry, what were you? You were going to ask a question, I think.
I answered it in my brain before I got it out of my mouth, so it happens that way sometimes.
Yeah,
you had already covered it. Okay, your turn.
Oh, it is. Okay, no, it is. I'm going to. Go for a red. No. Yellow. Banana. Going for banana, sorry.
Okay.
Should say the proper term.
Indeed. Indeed. And I am going to grab... I don't have a lot of great choices for my setup here. Because I didn't end up with any wild. Because you took them all.
Yeah, I did take them all.
Yes, you did.
There were only 2 out there, though. So
I'm going to get this berry colored one.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 blue berries. 2 blues.
I'm going to grab these 2 melon.
Okay. I'm going to grab this blue. Just move these to the middle.
And let's see. I'd have to hang on to the yellow. Ooh, that's going to be, I'm going to get the yellows. So that's going to be wild.
I was going to go for those.
That was a great strategy.
Shoot.
Point.
Shoot. I totally was not thinking about that. I was just going to go for the yellows because I wanted
to fill in the 2.
Fill in that, but then, yeah.
Well, you got one on your pile.
Okay, I'll grab these greens.
Melon.
Okay. So then I was the first. Yeah, I was the first person that went off. Be the first person to place.
Okay.
I'm going to. Orange is wild, and I only have 2. Oh, I didn't make it because there was only 2.
Yeah.
So I guess I
couldn't.
There
weren't very many unless you got one of these special. Although you still can you? Would you have enough to make anything?
No, because I didn't collect those. You did. And, I mean, I could put some in. No, I don't have enough for that. Okay, so I'm not going to, but that's okay. So I might just save my 2 oranges for next round and then be able to cash them in.
Get the 3 space.
Okay, so then I'm just going to place this 4 here. You have the tower?
Oh, yes.
1 point. And then the 3 blue here, so that gives me 3 points.
Do you think about it, or is it just automatic?
I just thought about it.
Okay.
And then 1 here, unfortunately, only 1 point. And then I'm going to save these for next round.
Sounds good. Okay, so I'm going all right. I'm going to fill in the 5 spot of the melon.
So you get 3 points for that.
Whoa. And then the 1 spot for the berry color.
Okay, 1 point.
And also the 2 spot for the berry color.
2 points.
Can you imagine if I tried stacking them all on each thing? That would be very precarious.
Yeah.
Everything would fall. And I'm going to save these banana colored ones for when we have that as wild.
Let's play one more round.
If we
let's play one more round.
Okay, are we gonna have time for Munchkin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Quick play.
I mean, we won't play a whole game of Munchkin.
Okay, just like
So,
intro.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Is your competitive side coming out?
Well, I want to do something with these orange. I can't end with that. And you have yellows.
Yeah.
So we want to do something with those.
Yeah.
We'll try to end after this round. No poses. I mean, that round went pretty quick.
It did. I think I'm getting more the hang of the placement and the points and whatnot.
Yeah, once you understand this game, it actually could be a quick play, probably less than 30 minutes for 2 players.
Did you say that have you told me in the past this is one of your favorite games,
Yes.
Azul?
Yeah. This is my favorite game ever. There's, in the Azul trilogy, there's Azul, just called Azul. Azul, the original. And then there's Azul Stained Glass.
Ooh, that sounds pretty.
So Azul, the original, is square tiles.
Oh.
But they're very decorative. Like, they have a lot of these kind of designs on them. I don't know if you could see those designs. And then Azul Stained Glass is square, but it looks like stained glass. And then
do they all play the same?
There's slight differences in all of them. Yeah. And then this one is the third one in that trilogy. So you go first.
Alrighty. So we got our banana colored is our wild.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to go for...
Now we have 4 wild ones out there.
Yeah. I'm going to go for this orange.
But you only get to collect one
That's
wild.
right. That's right.
But I mean, at some point, someone's going to do it and just get one of them.
I'm going to still do that. Yeah. I'm going to still do that. And then put those in the center.
Okay. So I definitely want an orange, and there's no orange out there. So that's great.
You have,
I still need one more orange. So I'll just have to make sure I get a wild, which I can get a wild.
Get a wild. Get one.
Yeah. What else do I want besides wild? I'll go for the middle. I'm collecting all 3 in the middle. So that's -3 for me. Sorry.
No, I love it. It's very endearing. Your choo-choo train sounds. Okay, I'm going to grab the... Oh, shucks. I keep forgetting which color's wild.
It starts getting tricky. Wild changes each round.
Mm-hmm,
so, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yellow is wild. There's 2 out there left.
Orange is kind of lower in the availability right now.
Mm-hmm. It is. There is some in the middle, so if you can earn middle.
I can surround something in Congress.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get these 2. Slide those over.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm going to go for green, which gives me a yellow wild as well.
Okay, again, I'm going to do the melon, and I'm going to also grab this wild banana color. Throw these guys in the center.
Okay.
Some blues in there calling your name.
I don't know. I kind of want the green, too. I mean, look how many blues I have on here already.
Yeah.
I think I want the green more. Well, there was that green. Oh, well. I already took.
It's over. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to do these blues.
They were calling your name.
Yeah, they were, actually. Come to find out.
I have no reds. Maybe I can collect all that. I don't know. I'm going to go for the red. Although I really want another one. Oh, well. I'll do it this way. Your turn.
Okie doke. won't need that one. So I guess what's wild next time? Blue.
Mm-hmm.
You thought I planned ahead, but I didn't. It's just
Well, we're probably not going to
coincidence.
play the next round.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I'll take those just because there's more of them.
I'm taking this. And you get the green.
Green for me.
Were you the first player this round?
I was.
Forget. Okay,
Yeah.
so then you mark. You place on your board.
Okay, so I want to do.
And I'll hold the tower. Excuse me.
So I'm going to use this banana wild.
Okay.
I'm going to do the 4 blue.
Okay. You get 3 points since there's 3 there.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Then I'm going to do the 1 for the melon.
1.
And 2 for the melon.
Do you want to place the 2 first?
Does it matter?
Yeah. Because if you place the 2 first, you get
Oh, I need
4,
them to connect, don't
5.
I? Yeah. Whew. That was close.
So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's 5.
Almost got a whole star there.
Yeah.
And then I get the 2 for the middle.
Yes.
And I'm going to do orange. As
Nice.
per our discussion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Just going to take all the good ones.
So I'll throw those in there.
Okay.
And then I guess
that's
2
4
more.
Points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right?
Yep.
Because you just did that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're killing it.
Let's see what else we want to do. Can I close anything else?
But you could take the other 2 oranges since you just earned that. If you want.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right.
Oh, no. Yellow's wild. Not orange. Yellow's wild.
Yeah, I'll do the yellow wild. And then I'll do the 3 spot for the berry color.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, up to 40 points.
And then I guess this is going to go on the green 3.
Okay.
So 1 point.
1 point.
Woo.
There we go. Okay, your turn to hold.
Okay. Watch it.
So, yes.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad you got that game. I hope you enjoy it as much as we are. It's so fun it's kind of something you can't experience unless you're doing it, but moving the pieces around and stuff.
So 1, 2. And then I get the 2. Oh, I need to fill that.
Oh, yep, you got to have all your choices.
I got to have all my choices. They gave me 1 wild. Yeah, so I'm taking the wild. Oh, good. I kind of wanted to fill that in. What's my other one I want? Probably a red. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm going to, as I mentioned, put the 2 here, which connects all of these, so that gives me 4 points.
Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4. Did I just move you earlier?
Yeah, you moved. No, you
I
moved yourself.
Okay, good. Then I have 3 greens, so I'm going to put it here. So
nice.
That's 2 points.
2 points.
And then gets me that bonus.
Didn't make it a challenge because I had to do it for you.
Yeah, you do. So then I collect 2 more. I have... That's not enough of the pink. Yeah, it's not enough of the pink, but that's okay. I guess I can just still do no. Yeah. I don't know. It actually doesn't matter too much because this is the last round. I'm kind of thinking about that too.
We're both overthinkers.
Yeah, I'm overthinking it. I'll just take the 2 pink. I know I already have something in my 3 pink, but don't forget we have these wild ones in the middle.
Oh,
so even though I didn't have a 3 pink place to put it,
I'm glad we got to do that. So you can demonstrate for the people
exactly
what the purpose of that.
And then this red one, I have a 3 red, so that just only grants me 1 point as well. Oh well.
Okay, so
you clearly win.
Here's our final board.
Yes.
Nice.
Final scores, really 41 and 21, and that's after playing 4 rounds, and this is played in 6 rounds. So it actually is quite a bit of effort to get to like 80.
All the way around, yeah.
Or there's
You have
even
to have a really high scoring.
even I think it's probably easier. I don't know, is it easier with more players or not? The rounds last longer. Maybe it is easier to get higher scores.
I don't know well, I guess it depends on how many tiles are available, how many you're collecting.
Yeah, that's true.
At a time.
Because the last 2 rounds we have a lot of diversity in our colors.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's less diversity, you can probably get higher scores. But the box even comes with like these 80 circles.
Oh, so you get like a special bonus?
No, if you pass 80, you just put this next to you.
Oh.
As you keep moving your tracker up.
Just in case you forgot, you went all the way around the board.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's a very optimistic little token right there.
Right. So, I mean, it's possible to get past 80. I mean,
yeah.
That
obviously, they wouldn't have included that if it was impossible.
But it does take quite a bit of strategy and work, which I like this game because it's easy to pick up and learn. But then as you get to know the game more, you can kind of have better strategy as you play future games.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So while you're getting this torn down, I'll talk a little bit about subscription service. And so if you want to try out some of the games that Betsy and I have been demoing, you can get a subscription for $14.99 a month, RPG. And you can basically treat our game library as your game library. So you can have up to 2 games at a time and keep them as long as you want and trade them out as frequently as you'd like. And it just gives you as a great opportunity to try out lots of new games and, not have to do the financial investment or even the space investment. That's true. Of owning board games because they can take up a lot of room.
Yeah.
Storing them. So, yeah, it's a great way to, whether you're having a date night, getting a, family night, all sorts of fun ways to utilize that subscription.
Yeah, but with a subscription, I mean, you can you don't have to worry about returning it the next day. You can keep it for like a couple weeks at a time. Like if you didn't get your game night in as you planned.
Right.
You can do it another night or you can play a game multiple times. So it's just.
Yeah, this would be one that I would want to hang on to for a little while and play it several times just to
and then trade it in for one of the other Azul games.
Yeah, and see the differences.
I think I have Azul stained glass here. I don't have the regular Azul, but I think I don't know. It's hard. Azul Summer Pavilion's my favorite. Between the other 2, I don't know which I prefer. They're both really good. So now we're gonna move into play Munchkin Critical Role. I have a trivia question. Like a quick trivia question to ask first. If you are a fan of Critical Role, actually 2 questions. I'm going to do 2 questions.
All right.
If you are a fan of Critical Role, what are you called? Like, what are fans called? There's a special name. Second question is, what is the catchphrase that Matthew Mercer uses when a player takes down or defeats one of the enemies.
Okay.
An enemy.
So like a boss.
Yes.
A boss fight.
Or just any fight. If you take down an enemy, what is the catchphrase he uses?
Okay.
To let you know that you've killed him.
All right, let's hear your answers.
Yeah, so type in those answers to those 2 questions. One, what are Critical Role fans called? And the second one is, what is the catchphrase Matthew Mercer uses when you've defeated an enemy? So
all right,
we'll tell you at the end of this, at the end of playing this game.
Unless someone gets in the comments.
Unless you get in the comments, we'll let you know.
We'll give you a hooray.
You get, So if you've ever played Munchkin, like I said before, this game is played exactly like the typical Munchkin. There just is a D20 aspect that you can throw into it to add a little bit more variety and a little bit more complexity. Not complexity. It just makes it a little bit harder to defeat monsters, basically.
Oh, we have our first answer.
Oh, critters, yes.
Okay.
Critical Role fans are called critters. So that's the answer.
That'd be kind of funny if that was the answer to the second one.
No, yeah.
Critters.
Critters. If you defeat the enemy, Matthew Mercer says critters. No, not critters.
So that's the fan.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Critical Role, critters. Very catchy.
Yep. It is very catchy, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to switch the camera so once again you could see what we're doing as I lay it out. So in Munchkin, there's just 2 decks, pretty easy. There's a treasure deck marked with treasure. And then there is the door deck. So it's the door with the critical role symbol.
As in D-O-O-R, door.
D-O-O-R, yes.
Okay.
And then, since this is critical role, how do you want to do this? Okay, yes. Adam, you got the second trivia question right.
Yes.
So if you killed, if you've dealt the blow that knocks down the enemy, Matthew Mercer says, how do you want to do this?
Because you get to kind of give a description.
Then the player describes how, like, if it goes through, I don't know, cuts off the... I'm not into the gory details. I do play D&D, but if anybody would say to me, how do you want to do this? I would just say to the DM, you just describe it how you want. I'm not into the gory details myself.
Creative liberty.
Yeah, exactly.
All
but
right,
some
so
players...
it's a hurrah.
Yes.
Good job, Adam.
Good job. So, yeah, some players love describing how they do the final blow. So, anyway, since this is Critical Role themed, what's really fun is you get to play one of the Mighty Nine. So we have Ford. I'm not going to show all the characters up here, and so I'm blocking the light. But there's Fjord.
It's like Nordic.
Ford, Beth, Jester, Bo, Caleb, Caduceus, and Yasha. So
I'm glad you know how to pronounce all those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a critter.
Yes.
I watch Critical Role every Thursday night. My husband and I do. So I will let you take first pick if you want.
Not just a sec.
Okay. So this game, I will have to mention, this game is actually a 3-2. It's not a 2-player game. I can't remember what the player count is. It's at least 3. So if you play it 2 players, like my husband and I played it the other day, we each chose 2 characters to play. So, I mean, I guess you could do that tweak if you wanted to make this a 2-player game. For the sake of brevity, though, we probably will just choose 1 character for showing you this game. So, I will choose, I like Bo. I will give you Jester. You want to play Jester?
Sure. Sorry, I had to step away. My allergies have been so terrible that if you have allergy problems, you know that you get that tickle in your throat.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like you just know you're going to cough.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
To spare us all, I got a couple of cough drops.
No worries. So each of these characters does have a little bit of a special feature that allows them to do something different. So with Jester, when you're in combat, you can discard 3 cards from your hand to change the value of one of the bonus for you, or 1 bonus, the monster modifier. So that doesn't make sense to you right now, but that's her bonus. My bonus is I can discard 2 cards in combat in order to gain the combat bonus from one of the cards I'm discarding for this turn. And actually, the times I played this game, we didn't actually use these specific bonuses that often.
Okay.
But they are there for those that are more familiar with the game and as you play it more.
Uh-huh.
So
this picture on the, you say Bo? It's
Bo.
Short. Okay.
Yeah. Bo
Looks
Regard.
a lot like Korra from the last, the Airbender, second Airbender series.
Yeah. And there are 2 sides to these. It's just different artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So you can choose whichever side you want to have face up.
Okay.
So the goal of this game is the first person to get to level 10 wins. And on your character sheet, your character card, you have a tracker, 1 through 10 here, and we just use these little green chips to mark what level. We all start at level 1. And we start with 4 cards from each deck. 4.
Okay.
4, but at the end of your first turn, you have to have no more than 5 cards in your hand.
So you got to play these 3.
But actually, you, in the process, like a lot of the treasure cards, you actually put in front of you. It doesn't have to stay in your hand.
Okay, gotcha.
And you actually lay that down before you start playing your turn.
Can I look at these?
Yeah. So we can each look at these, and I'll kind of show off, even though typically in a game I wouldn't show you what I have.
Right.
Just for the sake of teaching this game. So a lot of the treasure cards will give you bonuses. Either it's a one-time bonus or it's a bonus you wear in the form of like this. I have a +2 bonus, which is the Boots of the Vigilant. So this is a card I would lay down in front of me that doesn't have to stay in my hand, and it's something for every battle I fight. I have a +2 bonus. I'm going to turn these around so that it's upside down. I also have both the Unescapable Lash, which is rope, and you can see in the top part it has one hand symbol, and then I have the Magician's Judge, which is a big sword that requires 2 hands to hold. So I can't hold both because I don't have 3 hands. I have to choose one of them. I'm probably going to choose the Magician's Judge because it's just awesome. I know the Unescapable Lash is a +4 bonus. No, I'm going to do this because it is a +4 bonus. And then I actually have Step of the Wind too. So if you are critters, you will notice a lot of these cards are on theme for D&D or just Critical Role, which kind of makes the game more fun, I think.
So do I get to play all of my like special
everything
equipment?
that you can lay down, that you want to lay down, that you choose, you can lay that down now. We kind of both are going through our cards and doing that.
Is there a reason I wouldn't want to lay something down? Like as far as equipment goes?
No, I mean, no, not really.
Okay.
But like I said, for this one, I have to choose which one I would want, the +3 bonus or the +4 bonus, because I don't have 3 hands. So that's no, I don't. So that's just stopping me from laying both down.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Other than that, you can have 1 foot gear.
I think I was reading a card when you said that, so that makes total sense.
1 foot gear, 2 things in your hand, 1 headgear.
Yeah, that makes that's
so
logical.
On and so forth. And then
so I can do. And I should put mine down.
Ahead, yeah.
So I've got goggles of night vision. Those obviously go on my head.
Mm-hmm.
So that will not be interrupting with my gloves of blasting.
Nice.
For my hand, single hand. So I could have something on another hand if I had it. And then what about weapons? I just hang on to that, right? It says usable only once.
If it's usable only once, you would keep it in your hand.
Yes. See this.
And then I also have a roll card. Do you have a roll card? Do you have a roll card?
Does it say roll on it?
It says roll on it.
Okay, no, I do not have a roll card.
So I have a roll card, and it's Rogue. You're not going to see this probably. Rogue. And so if you have a roll card that also goes face down, it lets you and your other players know what role you have. There's
face up, right?
Face up, sorry.
Face up. It's like almost the same, it's just opposite.
And there are some special things that say usable by only a rogue.
Or certain person can't use it.
Yeah, or certain person can't use it. They're kind of more rare, and the rogue says whenever another player draws 3 or more treasures, you may give them a card to take one of those treasures from them at random. So I'd have to give them any random card I want, but then I'd also take one of those treasures at random from you too. So, and then Blood Curse, you can discard up to 2 cards to give a monster a +2 bonus for each card. So yeah, if I have a lot of cards in my hand during my turn I'm fighting, that's handy to have.
Discard some cards and get something for them.
Yep. So then there might be some other random cards in your hand. This is a game that you kind of learn as you play because all the cards have like how you use it or what special instructions they have for each card. So it's kind of a game you learn as you play. So, but the basic turn, the thing you do each turn is when it's your turn, it's called knock down the door. So you knock on the door and you turn the first card of the door deck face up so that you and your player can see it.
Okay.
If it's a monster, you have to fight it.
Okay.
In there. And if you can't fight it, you have to try to run away. Or there's bad stuff at the bottom that happens to you.
Okay.
If it's not a monster to fight, then you could take it in your hand and use as you want. So this one is the rogue for the sake of this game showing. I'm going to knock down the door again.
Since you got a rogue, since you already have a rogue card. Uh-oh.
Well,
is that a bad guy?
So this is a Manticore. It's only a level 2 monster. Some of the monsters are, I think they go up all the way to level 20 monsters that you could potentially fight.
Right.
So this is a level 2, which is pretty low. So I have to fight it right away. The bad stuff that happens to me if I can't win is you're dead. Yeah. I'm out of the game. But it's a level 2. So the way you figure out what you have to beat it is you count the point for your level. So I'm only level 1 right now, so it's only 1 point. Plus whatever bonuses you have face up.
Oh.
So I have a +2 bonus for my boots, +4 bonus for my rope or whip. So
you're a lot better equipped than I am.
4, 5, 6, 7. So I am a 7. I can defeat it. However, if you are playing the way that makes it harder, you roll a d20. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
I roll a d20, and whatever number I get, I also add that to what I'm fighting. But then I'm going to give it to you, and you're going to roll for the monster. Oh. So the monster's going to have more added to it.
Right.
It's not going to be just a level 2.
That could really change the outcome.
It makes it harder.
Yeah.
So if I roll it, and if you get a, you can get a critical 1 or a critical 20, and that you either defeat it or not. So I only rolled a 3. Hopefully you don't roll too well.
So you had 7. You add that to your total?
Yep.
10.
So I'm up to 10.
So then this guy has 1, right?
No, he's level 2.
Oh, level 2. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to roll for him. Kind of want him to, I don't know what I want him to do. Well, I guess I want him to defeat you.
I don't want it to be dead. Oh, not 20. No. I'm dead. So what happens when you're dead? You're not totally out of the game. You just lose everything.
Oh, no.
All your bonuses.
Are we on the same team or are we opponents?
Opposing.
Okay.
This is not a cooperative. So I lose everything. And I'm basically back to level 1. And I have to choose a new character too, actually.
Oh, bummer.
Bo is gone.
Well, I guess we get to demonstrate I'm
going to be Yasha now.
Switching out of the characters.
I can't remember if I get rid of what's in my hand. I feel like I save what's in my hand. But while I'm thinking about that, I didn't walk you through the rest of the turn. I probably should have. So you fight a monster. If you defeat the monster, which I didn't, if I would have defeated the monster, it says at the bottom how much treasure you would get. Oh. This says 1. So I would get 1 treasure card if I won that. And that would be the end of my turn.
Gotcha.
And then if I didn't, when I knocked on the door, if I didn't get a monster, and remember I said you could put that in your hand and choose to do with it as you wish. Mm-hmm. Since I didn't find a monster, you actually get a chance to get another card. Okay. And you can actually choose for the second card to get a door card in your hand or a treasure card in your hand. Oh. So I kind of had the worst turn of all. Yeah. Because I only got 1 card and then I'm dead. Yeah. So it's your turn. You're going to knock down the door face up. The first door card goes face up. And then you see if it's a monster or not. Okay. Ready? Yep. How do you want to do this? Here's the catchphrase. I guess if you didn't know the answer, it would be in the game. How do you want to do this? This is a cancel card. Play this card during any combat. The player facing the monster discards them and draws 2 treasure cards. And if your drive is perfection or protection, so you can have a roll card and a drive card, which gives you different abilities. You can draw an extra treasure card. So you keep this into your hand. Okay. And then basically you would take another turn or another card. You get to choose from
either a treasure or a door.
Yes, treasure or door.
So you said at one point that I can only have 5 cards in my hand?
Yeah, at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn. So I can go ahead and draw a treasure.
Yes.
All right. Let's see here. This is usable only once, so I don't think I put that down.
No.
Okay. So what do I toss here?
And you could choose to play some cards down, but horizontal, like they're not in play. For example, I did have, like I said, I had 2 hand cards at the beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. I could have played both of them and had one horizontal, and it's just not in play. but I kept it in my hand, which I'm glad now because now I have cards for my second character.
Yeah.
So if there are some cards like that, you don't have to keep them in your hand. You can put them horizontally.
Okay.
They're not in play, but they're like
Yeah.
in reserve.
I don't have
basically.
any more equipment to put down.
Okay. So then you would basically, it's called charity in this game. You would give cards. I'm not making this up now. You're going to think I'm going to make this up.
Oh.
But you're going to give the cards above 5 that you don't want. You get to select the cards you don't want, and you give it to the person that has the least cards in the game.
Let's see.
Or the lowest level. Actually, it's the lowest level.
Lowest level. There's
we're
only
both-
one of us.
yeah.
Or one of you.
Yeah. So
okay.
I'm not making up that rule. You might think I am, but.
Okay. I'll give you that.
You know what?
And then I'll give you that.
You know what? I was wrong. You get to loot the body. Since I died,
Oh.
I have not actually died that much in Munchkin. So lay your hand. If you had an eye, let's see. Starting with the player with the highest level, everyone chooses one card. You get one card.
From your hand or from?
From my hand
What was
and
out
what
there?
I had out here.
Okay. Don't worry about digging it
Okay,
up. I'll
okay.
just get this like magician's judge. So, that requires 2 hands. That won't work for me. Like I'd replace that one, right? And do like this, like you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do that.
And then I have no cards unless you receive cards via charity or from other players. So I'm going to get cards thanks to you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have had
There's
no
your
cards.
first 2.
But then at the start of your next turn, you do draw 4 face-down cards from each deck.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like the
So you
beginning of the
renew
game.
your...
Yeah.
You renew... Okay.
So you do start with cards. but
Gotcha.
In the meantime, I just have
So I need to give you one more.
These are fun.
I don't really know which ones are valuable or not, so I'm just kind of like, yeah. We could have that one. Little alligator.
Oh, it's a wandering monster card.
Is that a good one?
A wandering monster, basically, if you had a monster card in your hand,
Mhm.
you could play this wandering monster plus that monster onto another player when they're fighting a monster. So you can add another
make it more
monster to what-
challenging
yeah.
for them.
Yep. So this is definitely like a take that game. It's a very competitive, cutthroat type game.
I gotcha.
Which I don't like that aspect of it, but
Kind of reminds me of like a more complicated version of war. A little bit.
Yeah.
You know, what you
Yeah.
used to play when you were a kid with
Yeah.
cards. Okay.
So you're down to 5 cards in your
Yes,
hand?
I am.
Okay, cool. So the start of my turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I got a bunch of monsters that I'm not going
Got a whole handful of monsters.
And now I have a wandering monster.
Oh.
Your next combat is going to be fun. Let's see. I have the Amulet of Proof. It's a +2 bonus. So I can lay that down. It's something that goes around my neck. And then a hand item, I have the Sword of Fathoms. Ford sword. That's a +3 bonus. And then I have a drive now. So my drive is Vengeance. So basically, when you're in a combat, you may discard 2 cards to gain a +3 bonus. That's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
If I get, since I have a lot of cards right now, and if I get a monster, that would help. On each of your turns, you can discard a treasure card and draw a new one. Once on each of your turns. Ooh. That's very handy.
Do you want to pause real quick? Because I want to make sure that we talk about tomorrow night's
yes.
trivia theme.
Definitely.
And make sure that everyone gets to hear that.
That's good.
So tomorrow night is trivia. It is in person. We can have up to 6 teams. They will all be socially distant. The theme for tomorrow night is 90s sitcoms. That's a pretty awesome theme.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you need to register ahead of time. And there's a variety of prizes for the winners. The questions are actually 1/3 of the questions are related to the theme and 2/3 are related to general trivia. So even if you don't know a lot about 90s sitcoms, you can still come and have an enjoyable time and have an actual chance at winning.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to show you at least one of the prizes that we're going to get. There's a pair of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Central Perk from Friends.
Nice big mug.
Yeah.
Soup mug.
We have some paraphernalia from Seinfeld.
Yes.
As well as a puzzle with lots of 90s sitcom and then gift cards as usual. So that's going to be an exciting trivia night. I think we're going to have a lot of interest because that's a pretty popular topic.
Yeah.
A lot of the sitcoms are gaining more popularity. And then we're also doing a special promotion.
Yeah.
In the month of May.
Yeah, I want to tell you about the special promotion. So just to kind of, celebrate that the vaccine is here. If you bring your vaccine card in to RPG on one of your trips into RPG, we will waive the board fee for you. So normally it is $5 to play any of or all, not all, to play however many games you want while you're there at RPG. It's normally just $5 and you have access to all the games to play and put back after you're done. So we're going to waive that fee for you if you just show us your vaccine card. So.
And that's with either one, or if yours requires two.
Yes.
Yeah, either
if
phase
you just
of
had
that
one shot
vaccination.
or 2 shots, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just show
you
us
got your vaccine card, you get it. That goes for the whole month of May.
Yes.
So
come in multiple times.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay to play any board games. So yeah.
Then you can check out some of these games we've been demoing.
Awesome.
Yeah,
this game right here, the Critical Role Munchkin, will go into our library on Thursday. So if you come in on Thursday, you can play it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, or anytime this weekend. But yeah. So
do you want to continue this, or do you feel like that we've done enough of play? We're going to keep going.
We haven't tapped much of this game.
Okay.
But I mean, maybe playing one more turn each.
Yeah.
There's a lot to this game, but again, as I said before, you kind of learn it as you go too.
Yeah.
But maybe one more turn each, and then we'll wrap up. So I'm gonna knock down the door, see what I get. Protection. I get a drive. Since I already have a drive, I cannot have 2 drives, but I can replace this drive if I want to. I actually don't want to because I really like the
vengeance
bonus
drive
on the vengeance drive.
Gotcha.
So I could take it into my hand, or I could discard it. I'm gonna choose to discard it because I have a lot of cards in my hand.
Yeah.
So now, one thing I haven't mentioned: if I didn't want to open the door to see what monster, if you have a lot of monsters in your hand, especially if they're lower level, you can, instead of knocking down the door, you can play a monster from your hand to start your turn.
Yeah, so you're kind of confident that you can tackle it.
Now, my monsters are higher levels that I have in my hand, so that doesn't work so well.
So you're going to save those for me.
So I'm gonna save those for you.
Nice.
So I'm going to draw a treasure card, and that's the end of my turn.
So you have to discard till you get to 5?
Oh, no. Yes, I do.
That stuck with me. The 5-card roll.
Yes, it is. I think this game is not quite built. I mean, as I said, while you were out of the room, this is actually not a game that's meant for 2 players. It's 3 or more.
Oh, okay.
So
it's a little trickier to get all of the.
Yeah. When Matt and I played this game earlier this week, we each played 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit confusing, but we at least made it work.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be that confusing for us to play, though.
Yeah, that might have been lost.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep these and give you those.
Oh, I get to be your charity case.
You're my charity now.
Okay. Oh, you gave me the card back.
Yeah. Should have kept it. No.
Too late.
No, I'm going to let you have it.
Okay. So, does that mean it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, oh gee. So we've got I'm going to have to turn this
Level
right side up.
10.
Deshilla, the Sea Fury. If you lose, you give your guest stars to the player to your right.
Oh yeah, so
that is
another thing we haven't gotten into this is there are guest stars. Basically,
that's something you can draw.
Yeah, Essek is one guest star, and guest stars give you special abilities too. They each have one special ability.
So I'm gonna have to do a pretty good roll, I think, because my My bonuses here are not.
And another aspect we haven't gone into this game is there can be some cooperativeness. Like I can offer to help you, and people will often say, I will help you for one treasure in return.
Right. Which would be more applicable if you had
more players.
Multiple players.
So
makes sense.
Another reason why this is not really a 2-player game. So in this case, I will help you if you give me 2 treasures. Or 1 treasure, not 2, sorry. You will get 3 total if you defeat this bad guy.
No, thank you. I'm going to take my chances just because I haven't fought.
Okay.
I got to fight, like stand on my own 2 feet first.
And the bad stuff is just give your guest stars to... Oh, yeah. You don't die. You just have to give up guest
Unless
stars.
they get a nat 20, right? Unless the monster just, obliterates me.
Yeah.
Like is what happens to you. All right. So I can use... So my points I get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what I roll?
Yep.
And then you roll for the bad guy?
Yep.
Okay. So starting out with 5. Okay, 22.
Nice.
Yeah.
10 plus 10 is 20.
Ooh.
A little closer than you thought. But you still win.
Okay.
So you get
now?
3 treasures. You get all 3.
Where do I get treasure? I get treasure cards.
Treasure cards from the treasure deck. And you go up a level. That's how you get to level 10.
Every time you beat a monster, you get to... Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Some monsters, if they're higher level monsters, Yeah.
Well, do you think we've hit most of the main elements?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I've now fit them all in.
All right. Yeah. So we might come back to this one.
Yeah.
Just give it a little more justice. But I think you got the basic gist of it. You're fighting monsters, collecting treasure.
Yep. And trying to get to level 10.
Yeah.
First.
Trying to get to level 10.
Yeah.
Cool. And the game's pretty neat because it's a collaboration with Critical Role.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure.
Just one more thing to wrap. Just as part of wrap up, I want to tell you what games we're going to be playing next time. We're going to play 7 Wonders Duel, and then we're also going to be playing a Codenames Duet.
All right, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope to see you guys in 2 weeks, 7:30, right here for our game demo of these 2 games Betsy's got picked up.
Yep.
All right, see you then.
Cool.